Hi, hello everyone. Well, last week I walked the garden and I made a few lists and plans for things that I wanted to do, and this week we've had some dry days like today, so I'm just catching up on a few bits of tidying up, and it feels really great to be back outside because I've been on the computer a lot this year and that doesn't do much good for anybody really. And I felt frustrated that I wasn't outside because I've had a back problem that's been bothering me for years now, and it's getting worse. And when it comes and goes, when it comes, I can't get outside and do the physical things that I like to do. And then I get miserable, and then that makes me more tense. So it's obvious there is a physical and mental connection. So it's important to learn to just relax and just wait things out and allow things to move on again. So being back in nature is so restorative and soothing to the system. It's just wonderful. And over the last few months I've also developed high blood pressure, and you know, they say healer, heal thyself, and I have tried and I've done a lot to help reduce it, but I did feel that I needed some outside help because sometimes you can't see the wood for the trees. So I've been to visit a herbalist and I've been to my kinesiologist, who is my former teacher, and they've both given me the same advice, which I'd like to pass on to you because I've been carrying the burden of the world on my shoulders, which I think has impacted on my back as well as pushing up the blood pressure, because we don't realize usually how external stimuli can really impress on us physically and mentally. And I'm sure many of you are living under this kind of something is out there which isn't in our best interest, but we can't quite put our finger on it, and it's just hovering. It's like a threat. That's how I feel it. And then of course there's the horrible conflict that's happening around the world, and it's very upsetting and distressing, and I'm the sort of person, I take it all in and it builds up inside, and I've no doubt that this is what is causing the high blood pressure, because my diet is good and generally I'm a positive thinking person. But both my kinesiologist and my herbalist gave me the same advice, which is basically to start taking care of myself. Most of us forget to do that because we're busy taking care of everybody else that we love and care about. And also to just enjoy those moments in life, like when the dogs are playing and running around, when the sun is shining, when you just have a moment to get outside when it's not raining, to really enjoy those moments and feel the joy in life as a child does. Most children live in the moment and they enjoy, all their senses are stimulated by the moment, whereas we become so shut off and we're just listening in for this bad news all the time, and we're not even aware that we're doing it. So I'm so lucky to have the support that I do from Siobhan, the kinesiologist, and Lara and Dilish Claire, the herbalists, and the resounding message was to live in the moment, be more childlike, have fun. Remember what it felt like to be about 7. Put up your boundaries. This is something I was taught to do years ago. It's a kind of a shamanic protection that you imagine putting up a shield or an egg around yourself. It protects your aura, so the negative energies can't get in, but you're still aware of them. It's just that they're not getting into impact on you. So put some boundaries up, not to stop being close to people, but just to stop those negative energies getting in. And that means the news, the media, all that kind of stuff. Keep it at bay. And remember as well that we are biologically programmed to look for that danger and negativity because it's part of our survival mode. So know that we do that and make a conscious effort to stop listening to those scary voices in your head that are telling you to be scared and worried and frightened, and listen instead to the bird song, to the breeze, to the lovely things that we hear and see, that we tend to, we brush over them. So one of the things I decided to do, which I thought might be helpful and beneficial for you as well, is I'm going to put in the See More box underneath the video, I'm going to put a link to a really good news story, because there's more good news than there is bad news if we just look for it. Another little solution that I've thought of as well is, as a herbalist and as a historian, look for the root cause of any problem, and it helps you to understand things better and get things into perspective. So, we hear things, we see things, and we immediately react. If we take a step back and say, I'll just look into that and do our own research, we can often kind of calm ourselves down, put things to rest a little bit. And it's worth remembering that despite everything, we're actually living in the best time ever. It's the best time ever to be alive, unless of course you're in the Gaza Strip. But generally, we have more freedom, we have more of everything. We just need to remember to be grateful, and that's another way to relieve stress and that burden of the world on our shoulders. Focus on what we should be grateful for instead of all that horrible stuff. And I don't want to sound polemic or preachy. I'm just trying to share what I've experienced lately, because I think from people I am speaking to, we're all feeling this horrible burden, and it's always up to us as individuals to do things for ourselves to make ourselves feel better. One of the worst things that we can experience is feeling that we're alone, that it's only us that's carrying this burden. So I would also advise, getting out into your community, building networks, finding people who feel the same as you, and you can stand in solidarity together. You can support each other, you can back each other up. And it's sometimes nice just to find someone who feels the same, that you can let off steam with. And but more important than that is just bring back the joy of being a child. Remember what you felt like when it was your 7th birthday and you got that bicycle that you were waiting for, or you got a new doll or whatever, or you went on holiday. The thrill and the excitement that we used to feel, we've seen that, done that. But let's bring that feeling back again. Isn't that right, Brock? You live in the moment. You can teach us a lot, can't you? Yeah, you and Jazz can teach us a lot. Watch your pets, roll on the floor with them. Just make every day a good day as far as you can. It's making me feel better already. So thank you very much to the Siobhan and Lara and Dilish. And don't forget to look at the link below. It's a beautiful little 5-10 minute video, and it just will restore your faith. So I'm getting on with my jobs, and I'll see you next week. I hope you enjoyed today's film. If you did, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And have a look at the website danusirishherbgarden.com for more information about us and about the herbal medicine courses I offer and the Wise Woman Way training. And if you go to the shop, you can find the books, the weed handbooks and other herbal goodies. And remember, we put a new film out every Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you next week.